I want to talk about the MRT test and my program for a little bit, but first I'm going to plug this in. Isn't it cute? I definitely got TikToked, but I have my heater going and it just makes the sound so much nicer. So the MRT test, mediator release test, is the tool that I use to create and curate my client's personalized anti-inflammatory eating pattern. That is a mouthful. So this is the tool that I use to give us actionable information of what foods are actually causing them true inflammation. Now I guess it's technically called a food sensitivity test, but it's so different than any of them out on the market where you can get it even on Amazon, even the tests your doctor might perform for food sensitivities. Those are for IgG antibodies. IgG antibodies are floating around in our body, typically higher amounts of the foods that we're actually eating, but we don't know, the research does not show that they actually correlate to symptoms and inflammation. We don't know if the high level of IgG or even moderate level of IgG antibodies are causing any problems. We just don't know. There's no research, which is why food sensitivity tests are pretty controversial because there's really no evidence to prove that high levels of IgG cause issues. Now, what there is lots of evidence proving is high levels of chronic cytokine and mediator release into our bloodstream does cause symptoms. We know that it causes leaky gut, it causes headaches, migraines, skin flares, it causes brain fog, behavioral issues, tinnitus, true inflammation. And the way the MRT test finds out what foods are not so great for you is they measure your blood prior to reacting with the food and then after. And they get to measure your cell size and they get to see and the viscosity of your plasma. So they get to actually see how much toxins are being pumped out. Now, don't get me wrong, toxins are really, really good and want toxins to be doing their job. We want them to go after a rogue cancer cell. We want our immunity to be really, really good so that it attacks things that actually need to be attacked. Not when we eat carrots or a turkey or basil in our pasta or tomatoes, whatever it is. So we want toxins are a part of our natural immunity and we want them to be very efficient. We just don't want them to freak out when we're having regular food. So the mediator release test will actually measure what your body does, how it reacts to certain foods. We then get to remove those foods from your diet for a certain amount of time. Having somebody help guide you through something like this is like the most important thing and why I never just do the test itself and why I have a whole program around it. But once you remove those foods for a while and then reintroduce them, you give your body a chance to heal. You give your junctions in your intestinal lining a chance to kind of regrow and to tighten. No more intestinal hyperpermeability, which is why we call it leaky gut, because it's kind of hard to say. So no more inflammation in general. You get to really heal your entire body. And you do eliminate certain foods for a certain amount of time. And then you get to try them again. You don't have to never again have them unless it's a true allergy. Then obviously you can't eat those anymore. But the thing about my program is that it can be so flexible. Like I literally just created an entire Thanksgiving feast for a client on phase 1. Phase 1 is the most rigid phase. It's a 2-week phase. And this person will be able to eat all of their favorite foods minus maybe some of the additives that they typically have. But I got replacements for them. I created an entire feast for my client. And I'm also sharing this with people who are interested. But this program is not about eliminating the things and then never having them or counting. It's not about a diet. It's not about counting how many calories. It's not about eating 1,200 calories or even 2,200 calories. It's about having foods in your body that you know don't cause inflammation. It's about creating an entire lifestyle around the fact that you are decreasing your inflammation in general. You're sleeping really well. You're getting outside. You're moving your body. You're connecting with your loved ones. The entire program is so, so, so interwoven and connected and grounded in wellness. I'm so excited to offer this for my holiday offering. It is extra 5 weeks. Typically, it's a 4-month program, and right now it's going up to about a 5-ish, just over 5-month program. And here's why I'm doing that. Many of you are like, I don't want to start this until after the holidays. And I'm like, great. Okay, let's get you tested. Let's figure out what you have that's actually causing inflammation. And if you want to remove it from your system before, that's fine. But we can start building these pillars of good nutrition even before the new year. start building pillars of great nutrition and wellness, getting into the habit of things, meeting other people in the program already, and really building this culture of health and being able to move this on for your kids or for your kids or for just people in general. Be that inspiration, because you are so worth it. And I am so honored to do this work. I'm obsessed with my clients and the progress that they're making, and the fact that they're feeling well, some of them for the first time in decades. So I'd be honored to take you on this. If you're interested, you can go ahead and reach out to me, or you can visit my website at aspiringsprouts.com. I have all sorts of information there, and I am ready if you are.